a video where he said we criticize them in public. We say, you know, ya akhi, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you. They are tricking you. They are tricking you. Why? Because sometimes the alim would be explaining to people who already know what he's talking about. He might be explaining to people who he has already explained to before, so he's not going to repeat. He might be explaining to doctors in front of him, PhD holders, doctors in universities that teach Sharia. So he knows that they understand what he is saying. So when we bring what these ulama have said, we find that other places they said what? They said that it is haram. It is from the way of the people of bid'ah to criticize and advise and show the mistakes of the rulers in public and behind their backs. So if they want to give advice, they do it in front of them, or they speak in front of them. And this is what Imam Al-Albani or any other, we're just giving an example, any other of the ulama mean when they say what? When they say to advise in public, meaning in front of the alim. They are misguiding you. So when you bring together the ayat, when you bring together the ahadith, and even if you are talking about one of the ulama who has said something, don't cherry pick. Bring everything that he said in regards to this subject, because if you read this alone and you read this alone, it will be contradicting, especially because you're ignorant and you're speaking. Because a student of knowledge knows these things. A person who studied, he knows these things, but a person who didn't study, he doesn't know this. That's why it's problematic for him. And that's why he misguides. And he misguides others. Doesn't have a foundation in ilm. He only watched YouTube videos. He only listened. He only read a couple of messages on the phone or one book or something. So he's misguiding people now. So the way of the student of knowledge is not to be hasty. Is not to be hasty and not to indulge into fitan. Al-Shaykh Al-Usaymi has spoken about this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve him. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make easy for me the chance to meet this Shaykh. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him and to study under him. Shaykh Salih Al-Usaymi, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve him, he mentioned this. He said that the fitan, you don't indulge in fitna. From the way of student of knowledge, not to indulge in the fitna. Not to jump into the fire, not to jump into the fitna. This is the meaning of what he said. And the people of patience and unhurriedness, the people of patience, the people of sabr, the people of tu'adah, the people that don't rush into things, they are the ones that know. They are the ones that realize that this is a fitna that is coming. And most of the people, they don't, and they don't rush into it, and they wait to see how it goes, to see how to handle it. And people should go back to them, but nowadays this is not what's going on. The youngsters are the one who are engaging in this. Don't you see this? People are making takfir and tabdi and I don't know, and this and greatest of fitan. And the Shaykh has said a beautiful piece of poetry. He said, ستعلم إن انجلى الغبار أفرس تحتك أم حمار. You will know when the dust is blown away. Are you riding a horse, a stallion? Are you riding a stallion or a donkey? Because you're riding the fitna right now, and it is unclear because it is a fitna, it's a trial, it's a tribulation. You are riding it, you don't see what's under you, and you are walking in this path. Look how beautiful this piece of poetry is. How beautiful. And I hope I said it correctly, but inshallah, maybe I messed up one word. ستعلم إن انجلى الغبار أفرس تحتك أم حمار. So when the dust blows away, you'll see what's under you. Is it a stallion or is it a donkey? A donkey. And nowadays, many of the people are riding donkeys thinking that they are knights and they are stallions. Anyway, so what did we learn now? Many things. And the most important thing that I want you to realize is that when you are talking about a matter in the deen, you have to do what? When you are talking about a matter in the deen, you have to look at the evidence and you have to bring all of the evidences. You do not cherry pick. You don't take something out of context. You don't take just one ayah and one surah, because as we have given the example, this is an ayah that was, the tafsir is in another surah. Where did we learn this from? From the sunnah. Have you understood my example? The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam in the hadith taught us that the meaning of this ayah is, the tafsir, the meaning of this ayah is similar to the other ayah in Surah Al-Luqman. So the ayah from Surah Al-Nu'man, La ilaha illallah, from the ayah in Surah Al-An'am is, the tafsir is from the ayah in Surah Luqman. Where did we get this from? From the Sunnah. You understand, Barakallahu Feekum? The same thing when we approach, so this is in the religion of Allah. The same thing, the way we approach the ulama. We don't take just one thing that they have said. And we don't take general sayings. And we have to understand what they mean by this general thing that they have said. Like saying, okay, if he does something publicly, you can advise him publicly. Yes, if you are in front of him. Like the hadith, أفضل الجهاد كلمة حق عند سلطان جائر. That the best of jihad is to say a word of truth عند, in front of, in the presence of, عند, a tyrant ruler or an oppressive ruler. So as we know, and all of the ulama of the Salaf, they say this. So when somebody brings this as an evidence for those who speak behind his back and speak on videos and on cassettes and on messages and in private settings, and this is not the way of the Salaf. This is not the way of the Salaf. And then they take this way and they say, look, Al-Imam Al-Albani said, Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen said. They never said such a thing. You have to bring everything that they have said so that you understand. Especially when you're ignorant and you don't understand what the ulama say. You listen to what the ulama say and you don't understand what they are saying. You understand the opposite of it. And wallahi, we are meeting people like this. We are meeting people like this. We bring them, we say, look, what did the alim say? The alim is saying right. He says, the alim said left. Say, no, the alim said right. Look, let me show you. He says, yeah, I know he said left. Doesn't even understand what the ulama say. They should not speak in public. And you should realize this, barakallahu feekum. You should realize this. That we have to take ilm, we have to have the etiquettes and manners of the people of ilm, and go back to the people, the students of knowledge, and go back to the people of ilm, the scholars and the mashayikh, and that we do not rush into things, and that we wait, and we are patient. Upon what? Upon ilm.